Is Taehyung's injury more serious than what's been reported so far? Why did HYBE only speak up now? And what exactly happened that made Jungkook show deep concern for his groupmate? An official statement from a major agency like HYBE labels is usually released to clarify speculation or ease public unrest. However, in the case of Kim Taehyung's injury, known as V from BTS, the reaction from HYBE came too late and sparked a new wave of anxiety. HYBE finally issued a long-awaited confirmation stating that Taehyung had indeed sustained a physical injury that requires continued medical attention. Instead of easing public worry, this brief statement only raised more questions. How severe is the injury? Why was this hidden for so long? And even more shocking, what role does Jungkook play in this increasingly tense situation? Unnamed internal sources stated that Taehyung's injury first occurred during regular military training. However, there has been no clarification from the military or HYBE in recent weeks since the rumor began circulating in fan communities. This uncertainty has led to wild speculation, from minor injuries to extreme scenarios suggesting Taehyung may have sustained serious mobility issues. Speculation intensified after fans noticed Taehyung's absence from several routine public communication sessions, typically showcased through official military channels. In welcome videos for new soldiers that usually feature the faces of serving celebrities, Taehyung was noticeably missing. Furthermore, official HYBE social media accounts and major fan bases suddenly stopped sharing recent content about Taehyung, prompting fears of a systematic attempt to conceal something. What's most alarming is Jungkook's drastically changed demeanor in recent days. Jungkook, who had remained active on social media despite his limited activities before enlistment, suddenly deleted all stories related to cheerful or casual moments. In his last fan interaction recorded before his full digital hiatus, Jungkook shared a statement that left fans questioning. When someone important to you is hurt, it feels like you want to take their place. This was immediately interpreted as a signal that Jungkook knew far more about Taehyung's condition than what had been publicly disclosed. HYBE's decision to stay silent for nearly 3 weeks after the issue surfaced has led many to question the agency's transparency. Several entertainment industry analysts stated that such secrecy could damage the trust of ARMY and investors alike. According to an unofficial report circulating in Korean K-pop communities, Taehyung suffered a leg injury during a physical endurance training session. Although this has yet to be confirmed by military sources, the rumor is supported by visual data from similar military training footage showing high physical risk activities, especially under extreme weather conditions. HYBE's eventual statement is viewed by many observers as highly minimalist and ambiguous. The statement read, Kim Taehyung is currently under medical observation for recovery from a physical injury sustained during training activities. We request understanding and privacy from the public during this recovery period. There were no further details on the type of injury, location, or recovery timeframe. This lack of specificity only deepened fans' frustration, who felt that the information given was not proportional to the anxiety they've been experiencing. Public concern was also heightened by the emergence of several accounts claiming to be medical staff at the military facility where Taehyung is stationed. In anonymous posts on Korean forums such as the KUO and DC Inside, it was mentioned that a famous idol was undergoing therapy for ligament injuries. While names were not directly disclosed, many netizens believe the idol in question is Taehyung. This assumption is further supported by fan uploads showing rehabilitation equipment for knees and ankles at a military hospital believed to be linked to Taehyung's location. While the public debates the true extent of Taehyung's injury, attention has also shifted to Jungkook, who is now a hot topic of discussion. In his final post before going digitally silent, Jungkook wrote an emotionally charged line. Sometimes silence is the only way to protect the one you care about. This statement prompted various interpretations. Was he referring to the decision not to disclose Taehyung's condition earlier? Or was he suppressing his own emotions to maintain the group's public image? Many fans believe Jungkook is fully aware of the severity of Taehyung's injury. Considering their long-standing personal closeness since before debuting in the entertainment industry, it's very plausible that Jungkook is emotionally affected, especially since both had to leave the spotlight and begin military life filled with pressure and risks. In a now viral old interview, Taehyung once said, "If I get hurt, I know Jungkook will be the first person to come." That line is now seen as a real reflection of their dynamic. When many ask why only Jungkook shows strong emotional reactions, the deep emotional bond between the two offers a very logical explanation. HYBE is now at a complicated crossroads. On one side, they are required to protect their artists' privacy, especially during military service. But on the other side, the public demands transparency, especially when it concerns the health of BTS members who are not only corporate assets, but also national icons of South Korea. On top of that, pressure from international media that has begun scrutinizing the lack of information about Taehyung's injury further intensifies the pressure on management. As of this writing, there have been no additional updates about Taehyung's current condition or statements from the military unit where he serves. One thing is certain, the wave of concern is not subsiding. Army worldwide now wait in anxious anticipation, hoping for more clarity. Many feel that this kind of delayed information disclosure should never have happened, especially to someone like Taehyung, who holds immense significance in the lives of millions. Several fanbase activists are now urging HYBE to hold a press conference or at least release an official medical report detailing the injury, recovery process, and estimated time until Taehyung can return to regular military duties. Meanwhile, others believe this is part of the military dynamics that simply cannot be fully disclosed to the public. Still, fan pressure cannot simply be ignored. In a hyper-connected entertainment world that is constantly under public scrutiny, honesty and open communication are crucial. The case of Taehyung's injury isn't just about a celebrity with a physical wound. It reflects major challenges in information management, artist protection, and the expectations of a global fanbase. HYBE is now undergoing a major credibility and sensitivity test. And the fans, they will not stay silent. However, amid the uncertainty and growing public commotion, an important question arises that we must reflect on together. Is all of this truly real? Or are we part of a larger scenario, a carefully constructed narrative designed to control public opinion? We must ask critically, who first spread the news that Taehyung was injured? Is the source journalistically credible, or merely an anonymous account claiming insider info? Many content creators across digital platforms take advantage of uncertainty to attract attention and increase engagement. They craft compelling narratives, sometimes touching the emotional side of fans, and insert ambiguous clues that seemingly reinforce their claims. Then, what about HYBE? Does their silence for 3 weeks reflect professional caution? Or is it part of a deliberate crisis communication strategy to build tension and curiosity? This question needs to be answered not with mere emotion, but with a reflective and skeptical mindset. In a competitive and high-pressure entertainment industry, manipulating public perception is not a new concept. Many agencies choose to hide, delay, or even direct narratives to maintain the stability of their artists and the company's image. Is Jungkook truly showing signs of concern due to his closeness with Taehyung? Or are those emotional expressions part of a narrative being constructed? We need to examine deeper, not just through what is conveyed in texts or videos, but through social context, timing, and its ripple effect in the media. Is a statement like, "If someone you love gets hurt, you wish to replace them," a genuine signal of personal empathy, or another form of communication strategy to provoke mass sympathy? Currently, there is no official statement from the military that mentions the type of injury Taehyung sustained. Nor is there open medical documentation or credible eyewitness reports from the scene. What we have are only snippets of information, blurry images, anonymous testimonies, and short video clips lasting only seconds that spread quickly but are hard to verify. In such conditions, shouldn't we be more cautious in drawing conclusions? We also need to ask, why did this issue go viral so quickly? Is it because fans have deep emotional attachment to Taehyung and Jungkook, or because social media algorithms deliberately amplify emotional issues to boost user engagement? It must be realized that today's social media algorithms are designed to accelerate the spread of controversial, touching, or shocking information. Unfortunately, truth is often the first victim in this fast-moving and uncontrolled flow of information. As a reader and information consumer, have you ever verified the news you receive before sharing it again? Or do you immediately believe emotionally charged news without checking its accuracy first? This is the time for us to recall the importance of media literacy. We must learn to distinguish between news and opinion, fact and interpretation, reality and fabricated narratives. We do not deny the possibility that Taehyung did suffer a serious injury and that Jungkook truly reacted sincerely as a close friend. But we also urge you not to blindly accept every piece of information circulating, no matter how moving or touching it may be. The real truth does not lie in how widely the information is shared, but in how valid, accurate, and accountable that information is. We convey that the information we present is sourced from various social media and online sources that have not yet been fully verified. Therefore, we urge you not to immediately believe every piece of information presented, whether from us or from other sources. Be a smart, reflective, and skeptical information consumer. Because amid the flood of news, only through critical thinking can we discover the actual truth. Thank you.